Hello, this is Michael Enso with Advertising Report Card, and today we are talking about WordPress website redesigns. So as you can see here, we have a pressure washing website pulled up. Now, regardless if you're a pressure washing company or not, this applies to your website because we're going to talk about the homepage and the core elements that you have on every website and the things that you are going to want to have on your new site as it's redesigned. And this video is for people who are planning their website redesign and haven't started, or people who are already in the process of redesigning. Likewise, if you don't know if you need one or not, this is going to walk you through what you can expect. So what you can see here, we have the top navigation, and it's not full width. It's kind of old-fashioned with the logo. It looks out of the gate maybe not the best. This is built specifically on WordPress on a thing called Beaver Builder. There are other builders and different types of ways of designing sites, and we don't necessarily recommend this one in particular because of its limitations. Next section you see here is the hero section, or the primary area when you load the website, what people are going to see first. So on the mobile, it's going to be just this small, but on the desktop, it's going to be wide because you're looking at doing 1920 by 1080 dimensions on landscape. So you want to make sure that the way that this is designed looks good on both mobile and desktop. So keep that into consideration. As you can see here, we have a lot of text, not really a header, just a regular contact us button, and then an image that's not really specific. It's kind of low quality. As we scroll down here, we have a lot of white background, which isn't always terrible. Having some simplicity does help. Just lots of words on the heading, which is something that might get cleaned up with design, as well as this text. The way that we can organize this will definitely help with improving how it looks. As far as the footer, there are things that we can improve upon here as well. So what we did in general, just to give a quick run through, we're going to refresh this and start from how it looks right when you enter the site. As you can see here, first of all, we have the load in. Instant transition from left to right with the actual form for a full quote right here on the page. And then also headline with the content as well. So it's a little bit more branded, a little more specific. Also headline a full way across. We have the get your free quote button. When you hover over it, it expands. Social icons for identity. Also proof where you are, your phone, your contact, your address right here at the very top. Email, sometimes we put in, sometimes we don't. It just depends on how we are managing contact. The form is really where we want to push people, especially depending on what questions we're going to be asking. So then you also have this option as well on the phone and on desktop. That'll bring you to the actual contact us page. So with that being said, once we scroll down on the home, we have the next section. And one thing to point out is a transition, something that looks a little bit more quality. Also, sticky header. So that way the get your free quote section is always visible as you scroll down. And as you can see here, we took the same content from the old site and then we redesigned it onto the new one. And we broke up the content as well. This was kind of a fun little transition, like soap suds running down the wall. There's ways that we can make this look even more interesting. I thought that this was cool. And then we also have ways of, again, breaking up the content. And it's interactive. If you scroll over it, there's more ways that we can break this up. Again, this is just an example. By taking the same content written here, adding 2 columns, adding some icons, adding some headers, you have a completely different appearance. More friendly transitions that match the branding. Again, these are things that we threw together as design concepts. I mean, I would personally probably try to move this image into another angle of possibly a job being done, somebody on the job site, or happy customers, or before and after photos actually rotating behind this as well. There's a lot of things that you can do, but the main thing here is that you want to have a customer testimonial section on the homepage. This is very important for validation. Likewise, if you're a brand that works with specific local companies, putting trust logos on your site as well can help, but this is a smaller local business, so we don't really have that. Likewise, you want to make sure that you have an interesting way of outlining the services and making it very clear what you do. Lastly, call to action. So this section is really what brings the homepage together. You want to make sure that when they get to the bottom of the page, that they're being pushed to sign up. And that was something missing from the existing site, design. And you can see here, very similar footer, but just a little bit of cleanup and design. It looks a lot more professional. So I wanted to give this quick rundown. I know it's been about 5 minutes. That's all I really wanted this video to be, is just a quick overview of a homepage redesign. All pages have their own purpose. The homepage, if you can, should convert the person that gets to your website so that they turn into a lead. If that person who comes to your site is looking for something specific and they're going to search or they're going to additional pages, making sure that those other pages are also structured to convert your new traffic is a very important part of the site. If the site is not built to convert your traffic into actual leads, you're missing out on business, because if they can't be convinced by you, one of your competitors will. Likewise, last but not least, after the conversion, don't forget, follow-up is very difficult to do manually. I'm sure plenty of people have had the time where you have a lead and then you can't get them back on the phone. Making sure that once your site has a lead, that you're doing automation. You're sending an SMS, you're sending an email, you're sending a ringless voicemail. If they respond and they don't follow up, you're reaching out, trying to get them to schedule, giving them a link to a calendar with your availability so they can book the appointment. There's a lot of things that go into a website, but another thing to consider is after the conversion, what are you doing to turn leads into actual revenue? Again, this is Michael Ensler with the Advertiser Report Card. I hope you saw this video, and if you did, I hope you found it useful. If you do, please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It helps our channel, and it really helps us produce this content. So again, nice helping you out.